Hello. Yeah, I'm sitting up. Anyways, so, how you been? So, believe it or not, last month we got some rain. Why is that important? It was almost 60 days with no rain. And another month later, we are still kind of, the grass is dead outside. I'm finished for the year mowing. So, I got that going for me. Probably need to, take, see the kids. Here's the thing about owning a house. Well, air kicked off. Still hot outside still. So, yeah, it's October. It's the middle of October and there's like hardly any no rain. Isn't that weird, folks? That's weird. It's just, literally right now it's supposed to be downpouring rain, cold, wet, all that fun stuff. No. So, yeah, the weather in Central Illinois was weird this year. So, how good? I love rainy night. I love rainy night. Ooh, ooh, I love rainy night. Do. Who sings that? I know it's a country song. Well, yeah. Feels like I'm wanting to get. So, nothing really much is going on. Work all day long. Something till the sun goes down. It's not a good time, but still. Yeah. So, I recently watched Pamela Anderson's latest movie from last year, The Last Showgirl. I had to be honest with you, it has a very The Wrestler vibe to it, in a way. You can say it's almost like The Wrestler in a way. Pamela Anderson's character and oh heck, what is that guy's name? Anyways, so yeah, they had their big fame in the '80s. They have bad problems with their kids. The one thing that kind of bugged me about this movie, of course, I would get. I guess I get to start with the plot. So the plot is, Pam Anderson is lead showgirl in Vegas, and some show has been going on for 40 years, 35 years, long time. Okay, and it's closing down. Yada yada yada, and Brenda Song's in this is like, wow, yes, awesome. But yeah, Pamela Anderson plays an aging star, much like Mickey Rourke and The Wrestler. And Pamela Anderson's character reunites with her daughter, much like in The Wrestler. And one thing that really bugged me, it kind of feels like it's been forced into it. The force, there was really a force, how you say, I'm mad at my mother, type of thing. It was kind of, I think something was left on the cutting room floor. I don't know, but it was like, you're getting angry about this minimal something. I know it's been a while since I've seen it, but it's like watching it. It's like, yeah, this is a force thing. So So eventually, and Jamie Lee Curtis is in this. What surprised me? Who's in this? Dave Bautista. Speaking of wrestlers. And he plays the director of the show. And apparently him and Pam Anderson character father the kid. It was like really never knowledge in a way. But yeah. And I was kind of watching this. I was like, man, Dave Bautista looks like Chris Christopherson, the country singer and actor. Literally, go look at the trailer for the Chris Christopherson bus flop Millennium. It's a movie about time travel and a 747. Very obscure movie, but I remember seeing the poster at the video store. It's one of those movies from like 89, 90. So anyways, I mean, there's really nothing much to go home, write home about The Last Showgirl. And watching this, I was like, there's, montage scenes, of course. And the open, there's tons of there's like 2 or 3 montage scenes in this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis is dancing. Total Eclipse of Heart, I believe, is one that she's dancing to. So, I was watching this, and Pamela Anderson is walking around the hotel of this place. I was like, I know that place. I know that place. Is that what I think it is? Watching the movie go more and more, then and some of the background, the casino scenes, like, is it? Is it? And when Jamie Lee Curtis is dancing on the stage in the middle of the casino, and there's a specific place in this casino where everything centers, and if you've been there, like I have, it's like, oh my god, that's the place. And oh my god, and I looked up, they film it at the Rio in Las Vegas. I was there. I was there in 2021. It was like totally. It's like, oh my god, I know that place. I know that. I know when that cage where you cash in the chips. It's like, oh my god, I know where exactly that is. I know exactly the bar that is at. There's one scene where Jamie Lee Curtis is saying, "Hey, this place. Hey, don't hey, nothing works out in this, new show you're trying to get to. Hey, I can get you as a bar waitress." And this area is so specific that it's actually connecting to like a section of the hotel. See, Rio is a very old place by modern Vegas standards. It's built in the 90s. When I was there, it was very late 90s, 2000s. Carpet was it was in pre-renovation stuff, and it's very rundown. I guess it's really good part of the story of this movie. Now, I'm not saying the ladies were run down or nothing, but it's just like the building's old. The carpet was old. It had a landline phone. But there's one section. There's a bar in the lobby in the casino area, and there's 2 towers. So early in the film, Pamela Anderson is walking around. The camera's following her. That is one end of the tower. And the section where Jamie Lee Curtis was dancing, that's another section of near where the other tower is. So the one early in the movie following Pamela Anderson, she's like walking by stores. That actually right there is near where Smashburgers was located. Chippendales Theater is located. Downstairs is the Kiss mini golf course and chapel downstairs. Actually, you know what? Hold on to these message. I'll be right back. Alright, okay. So I got this. This is like, I really think I should have bought, there was 2 left. And this is coming off, that's why I never use it. LA Kiss football team, arena football team. At this point in 21, it's a couple years removed from the bowling. But yeah, I snagged that while I was there. So, by the way, R.I.P. Ace Frehley. So, yeah, I don't know now what's going on at the Rio. I know recently they did some updates, yada yada yada. So I guess I can show you back to the movie. Pamela Anderson goes to this audition, doesn't get it, and eventually does the last show. And the running point of this movie is this butterfly or angel costume, and why somebody put a door latch handle. It's one of those C ones that like big. What person did terrible picking out a door handle like that? I understand it's a plot of the movie, but it's one of those things that in real life is like, that's a bad idea, especially if you have girls coming up and doing a quick changeover. Yeah, it was some odd reason it was a design flaw in the actual stage thing. So, when would I see the last Showgirl again? Yeah, I'll probably watch it one more time with my old man. Point out like, hey, there's where we stay at. There's the hotel, yada yada. Of course, then again, my Hulu's subscription's running out in the month, so now or never. So there's that. Last Showgirl, go watch it. Rent it, however you get your streaming on these days. And since it's October, I have Shudder. It's the Netflix of horror movies. I picked it up because I want to watch Human Centipede, and yeah, I have had it for the last couple months and haven't got around to watch it. And at this point, I probably just bought the movie. So, of course, Shudder has scary movies from all over the world. And this one I watched is coming from Japan, of course. And it's called The Best Wishes to Us All. Best Wishes to Us All. And basically it's about a girl comes back to a small town, and I think her grandparents are getting sick or something. It was like a family reunion. It wasn't too quite clear. But the gist of the story is that the grandparents were hiding, or kind of cannibals, and they were trying to keep it a secret for all these years, and ritual they gotta do every so often, I guess. And the point in the movie starts out with girl, she's nice. Oh, she helps an old lady cross the street, in the busy intersections of Tokyo. Then she goes to the country. She runs to a old what do you call it? Like a guy friend from when she was a kid. She's very well off, and he's not. He's like a peasant dirt farmer or something like that. Little brother gets picked on in school. Yada. So, yada. So throughout earlier in the movie, it's a slow build up to, Grandma and Grandpa have this guy captured upstairs. And eventually they found out, she finds out, hey, who's this woman with my dad? Never seen her. Eventually she finds out, it's her aunt that they kind of disown because she didn't take that part of the ritual. And strange stuff started happening, folks. Only in a Japanese horror movie. Just really bonkers ending. It's pretty much, I have to say, there's really no way to describe it, really. It's literally bonkers. If there's a 1 to 10 scale, a bonkers scale, this is good as 7. At least a 7.5. And yeah, and eventually, the whole point of this is embrace your selflessness. In the beginning of the movie, she was not very selfish. She helped the old lady cross the street, but at the end of the movie, after all this crazy stuff happens, it's too hard to describe. It's one of those things you just gotta go and see it. Same situation again. Across the street in Tokyo, there's an old lady next to her, and light turns green to walk. The old lady's still trying. Main characters goes on. So the whole idea of this ritual is, keep up your selfishness, or something bad's going to happen to you, type of thing. It's very like that. So it's pretty much all I can describe of the movie. Because much like every Japanese movie I've seen, it's bonkers. Also, there's good some documentaries on the platform. Wild animals, animals go wild. They talk about different genres and stuff like that. So, the one they talk about is Wild Beasts. It's a very awesome Italian movie. Animals in a zoo go wild in Frankfurt. I mean, it's awesome. It's a good 90-minute movie. It's not that scary. So, yeah. That's one. It's actually free on YouTube. It's one of those, hey, it's free, but it's like, somebody posted a VHS copy of it. So, yeah, that's an enjoyable movie. Yeah, I need to really cancel that subscription too. So, anyways, I've done 20 minutes. Well, so I had some other stuff I want to talk about, but I didn't write it down just yet. I did buy some new movies, but I guess I can probably talk about it next next time if I can remember stuff like that. Of course, Halloween's coming up. Yeah, so, well, I guess I'm all talked out for right now, so I guess until then, you keep it pretty for Stella. Night, folks.